Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's time now for Education Matters. We're here with Dr. Craig Douglas. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. And today we are talking about homework, and it looks a lot different during this pandemic. How should parents and students approach homework right now?
Yeah, in a pandemic, it's really a touchy topic, isn't it? And it's a question that's been asked over time, often by students and parents to teachers. I used to teach math, and I probably assigned a little too much homework. I did that because I felt the practice was important, practice. Now in a pandemic, working remotely in many cases, homework is a familiar topic, but in a very unique circumstance. So I went to a very credible source, ASCD, and reviewed an article written by a high school English teacher from Hawaii.
Okay.
Her name is Christina Torres. And I would really encourage parents to Google it and read the entire article. She framed the issue very, very well. I'm going to extract three important points I thought she made in the article. But again, parents, take time to look at the whole article. It's very good.
Okay.
First, regarding homework, attempt to analyze what is the skill or concept that's really being learned here, and try to tie that back to the homework. Sometimes understanding that ahead of time helps reduce the stress from the assignment. For example, in math, we learned to compute the square root of a number before going on to quadratic equations. One skill kind of being a stepping stone to another. So that kind of helps, I guess, transition that homework period. And second, Ms. Torres encourages looking for personal connections in the homework, perhaps to the student's community or a career of interest for the student, maybe understanding another culture or viewpoint other than ours. Finding personal connections like these help motivate students to get through the homework, especially if they are home in isolation and kind of wondering, why am I doing this? Seeking to find out the why can make the connection, and it will truly help. A third point Ms. Torres makes is to ask if students have a voice in the homework being assigned. And if so, use the voice, especially if there are questions about the homework or concerns. Critical thinking is involved here, where students analyze and express their own thoughts. This is where a question like, this seems like too much homework, might be addressed by communicating this directly from the student to the teacher and making that point with him or her. I would add a couple of my own thoughts for parents to consider.
Okay.
In conclusion, first, it's important as parents that we stay supportive and positive when students are frustrated. Resist jumping to a point of view that pits the student versus the teacher or the student versus the subject. Instead, be resolved to work out whatever it is that needs to be worked out. Remember, one homework assignment is temporary, and it could vary in terms of difficulty and length compared to other assignments. So keep that in context. And second, an important point, parents, resist doing the assignment for the child. It never works out. It's okay to do a demonstration problem or to help with some samples, but let the student complete the assignment by themselves. Get it done themselves. See the bigger picture here. Homework is expected to challenge the learner, and that is the child and not the parent. So I wish all the best for parents and students as we plow ahead doing homework from home during a pandemic. It's not easy, but everybody staying strong can get through it.
These are some great tips. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Take care and be well.
You as well. And for more information about today's topic, check out the school source page on WNEM.com.